Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Aaliyah, and today we're going to be discussing jazz. More specifically, how jazz is used in anime. From The Great Pretenders, to BIM, to Samurai Champloo, Megalobox, and even Cowboy Bebop. Because we all know that anime soundtracks are part of the experience, right? Banging openers, banging closers, that make you feel, and how jazz is used to evoke emotion in these narratives. But for us to understand the purpose of jazz in anime, we need to go back and we need to discuss a little bit about the history of jazz and where it originated from. So jazz emerged in the early 20th century in New Orleans as a synthesis of African rhythms, blues, ragtime, and European harmonic structures. It was based off of improv, rebellion, and emotional depth. Through swing, bebop, and cool jazz, musicians pushed rhythmic and harmonic complexity further or beyond the current boundaries, emphasizing that improvisation and emotional nuance was important. But the late 20th century, jazz's spirit of improv and experimentation found a new expression in what we know as hip-hop. Sampling, looping, beat mixing preserved jazz's emphasis on spontaneity and storytelling. The first anime I want to discuss, it's not that popular, but it's called BIM. BIM, jazz is used as a background, things that happen in the night, right? There are plenty of scenes of being in bars and cafes, nightlights, smoking. That's the kind of atmosphere that BIM sets up for its, one, readers, manga readers, and two, visual storytelling for us anime watchers. Similarly, in Megalobox, the blend of blues infused with jazz and lo-fi beats creates a kind of retro, futuristic underworld where, again, we see the main character fighting in these underground rings in the world of boxing. The music mirrors the grittiness of the main character's story, right? Coming from the slums, being the underdog, being constantly looked down upon, having to fight against all odds. And the music reflects that. But then we get a story like Great Pretenders. And in Great Pretenders, the whole premise is that they are con artists. And because they are con artists, nothing is ever set in stone. Anything could change at the drop of a hat. And we know that the nature of jazz is improvisation. In Great Pretenders, the brass-heavy arrangements accompany cons and heists. They reflect the character's ingenuity and the ability to adapt to all circumstances. And the music becomes an extension of their personality, clever, nimble, and, again, unpredictable. Whereas, let's look at Samurai Champloo.
I've got to admit you're much better. Fine, let's get started. Are you one of those so-called badasses?
Jazz and hip-hop motifs mirror the tension between Mugen's impulsive, chaotic energy and Jin's disciplined, measured composure. The music signals character development, relational dynamics, and emotional subtext. Historically, jazz was music of resistance and freedom and innovation. Its improvisational nature symbolizes rebellion against the conventional styles of music. It's kind of like the anthem for the morally ambiguous characters, like the wandering anti-heroes of BIM. the underdog fighter of Megalobox, right? The samurais of Samurai Champloo, the con artists of Great Pretenders, all inhabit worlds where the rules are fluid and survival is uncertain and ingenuity is so important. And jazz aligns perfectly with this narrative. Jazz in anime is not a mere decoration. It's not just another cool soundtrack. It actually helps tell the story, right? All of these modes, all of these modes of storytelling, through writing, through drawing, through music, build such a cool narrative. And I love watching anime where the soundtrack is peak because it just heightens the emotion of the scene. Like Attack on Titan wouldn't be Attack on Titan without their openings. The openings tell part of the story that we're never gonna see. The music reflects things that are going on in the story. They kind of back it up. They're like supporting characters, right? And if you don't understand a character's behavior, sometimes music can offer an insight into how they think or how they feel or the world around them. If you've ever seen any of these, BIM, Megalobox, Cowboy Bebop, I have not finished, Samurai Champloo, let me know what you think down in the comments. Like, did you notice the music? Did that add to the storytelling? Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next video. Peace.